and there was a big grassy roundabout ahead, and she was driving and saying, "Which way do we go now?" And I said, "Straight across." Screeching the brakes and hours of panic for me. How the hell did you do that? You can't ever have seen anybody do that. Well, you told me to.
Good radio allows you to feel both intimately involved, the presenter is talking uniquely to you, and at the same time you feel part of a special club, even if, as in the case of Radio 2, that club is made up of 15 million listeners.
I was the fourth out of 5 kids, and I remember so vividly one Sunday, my mother was plating up Sunday lunch, and I said, "Why has Michael got an extra potato?" And she said, "Oh, that's because he's the eldest." And I remember thinking, "But I'm never going to be the eldest, so I'm the extra potato. That is unfair," which it is actually. You can tell I really got over this.
The barrister is pausing for effect. She knows that I will keep my eyes closed for a moment or two, to absorb all this, to attempt to calm my ragged breathing and buy myself a few more seconds, but time has slipped from us like water through our fingers, and there is none of it left, not one moment.
"Tell me," I say, over and over, and a moment later he opens his mouth and speaks. "It's not Connor," he says, but there's barely enough time for the relief that floods my blood to register before he says, "I'm sorry, darling, it's Kate."
This is actually a typical atmospheric effect, because the light from the top of the sun and the light from the bottom of the sun are passing through air at slightly different temperatures, and it gets squeezed. The warm air and cool air creates a very gentle lens.
Even if we're not talking about Alice, we are using the books to talk with. These are supposedly the most quoted works in the English language after Shakespeare and the Bible, and it's hard to read a newspaper or just listen to an everyday conversation without the door to Wonderland opening just a crack. Curiouser and curiouser, we're all mad here, off with their heads.
And also, I love Portas. I wanted to be part of it. I wouldn't have normalised any old rubbish off the TV. It was definitely because I'd seen something that I had really fallen for. And funnily enough, my sister sent me a text in the first act when Series 1 was broadcast, and she said, "Are you watching my TV?" It really feels like something that you would have written. Her actual words were, "It goes to show what ITV can do when they try."
When I came here today, they said, "Oh, it's good you're here." They said, "We had the Normans this morning." And I thought, "Oh, yeah." And maybe even seen today. My programme, it was as I came up the stairs and I saw a picture of Barry. I realised my mistake.
We were once in a taxi being taken from our hotel to Newton Abbot for the train, and the lady taxi driver, a woman called Sally, who never stops talking, said, "We'll do a detour so we can pass Widdecombe's house." And then she said, "We regard her as our queen."
Yes, so this is, the photograph's great, my publishers found that. But it does reflect the GPO, General Post Office, that I joined in 1968. So after my failed attempt to become a rock star, which I put on hold for because I was hoping that would emerge,
We're going to come back to that.
yeah, and stacking shelves and all that, I became a postman at Barnes, London Southwest 13.
The human being in you is genuinely sorry, you're genuinely supportive, you really are upset with them, and you mean it when you say, "If there's anything I can do, just tell me." But the writer in me is also going, "That's really good, I can do that." Could you just say that again? I didn't quite catch it.